First, we're going to do a constructor. A constructor is just like a function that executes immediately during contract creation. Immediately you click on this, deploy this constructor. Let me constructor, constructor, this constructor. This constructor is going to be initiated. This constructor is a function. So let's do let's declare, let's give this contract a owner. So when say owner is equals to message sender. So basically what we just did here is we want immediately this contract is created, give this address, right? Give this contract, give it a owner, and let the owner be the person that deployed this contract, which is the message on sender, which is us, which is our address. Yeah, which is our address. So if we deploy this contract, yeah, if we deploy this contract, we are going to see owner. Owner is going to be this. So let me take out this and deploy the contract so that you see the difference between the two. So you can see owner. Owner is nothing. Owner is the dead address. Owner is nothing here. Nobody has the contract. So immediately during contract creation, so that immediately during contract creation, as we pass in let the contract owner be the the person that called the contract, the message sender. So immediately we just deployed it. Yeah, you can see owner will automatically be our address OX5B. OX5B, same thing. So what next are we doing now? So we are going to give balance of, get the balance of, right? Balance of message to sender. Let it be equals to our total supply. So what we basically did here is that let balance of, sorry, let the balance of owner. Yeah, owner. So we're basically saying let the balance of this, the owner now, which is our address. Let me show you something. Okay, let me show you something. You can see that the balance of, owner now is 0. We haven't minted any tokens to the owner address. Yeah. So you can see that the balance of the owner OX5B is 0. So once we do this now, we are sending all the tokens now, all the total supply. We are sending it to the balance of the owner. Let the owner be able, so that why we're doing this is because let the owner be able to add liquidity, yeah, in the future. So we will basically do is let the balance of the owner equals to total supply equals to 1 million tokens. So let's deploy this contract again and see. So let's go copy our address. You can see, let's do Ctrl V. Yeah, you can see balance of owner now is now a million token. Let me just say it's a million plus 9. You just forget about the 9. Let's focus on the million. So it's now a million token, right? So in our previous, when we deployed the last one, the balance of missing person is, it was 0. But if it's not the owner, if the contract address, if it's not the owner, there will be no balance because we didn't mint any. There will be no balance because we didn't mint any tokens to your address. Didn't mint any tokens to this. You can see another address. The balance is 0 because we didn't mint any token to your address. It's going to be 0. So I think that's that for the balance of owner equals to total supply. So this function calls immediately the contract is deployed, and we also have another contract. So sorry about that. So yeah, okay. So what we're going to do now is to create a function that transfer. We create a transfer function. So transfer function goes like this. Function transfer is going to be address to, the address that we're going to send it to, the address we are going to be sending it to. It takes into arguments. transfer function takes into argument your address you are sending to and the unit amount, the amount in units. Address the two is going to be an address and the amount is going to be a unit. Unit 256. Amount um unit 256 amount. So we're going to do republic returns bool. Yeah, yeah. So after running this function, you return a bool, you return a boolean value which is going to be true. So that's how to know if the transaction was successful or not. So actually see this. So let's do if transfer function. So first of all, we are going to make sure that the person calling this function actually has a balance. Actually has a balance which is greater than the amount you are going to be sending. So what we're going to be doing is we're doing a require, right? That balance balance a message dot sender must be greater or equals to the amount, or else return insufficient balance. Yeah. So this require statement ensures, did we go right, wrong, balance, okay, balance off, it's throwing an error, balance off. So this requires statement, whenever you see an orange warning sign, you can see we have an orange warning sign. It's actually, let me just say, it's an error you can ignore, but in most times you are not supposed to ignore the orange sign, but your contract will actually deploy. Yeah, to deploy. Even if you get the orange sign, it will actually deploy. You can see it deployed. So that's that for that. So we skip. So what this requires statement basically does is that it checks the balance of the message or sender. Anybody that is calling this transfer function checks if the balance is actually greater than amount. If not, you don't have enough funds to transfer. So to throw an error stating the reason, which is insufficient balance. So going to be okay. So that's, having said that, we're going to do our balance of zero. So after, if this passes, if balance of message of sender is actually greater than amount, so this code is going to run. This code below is going to run. So we're going to balance of message to sender. That means the person calling this contract, we're going to deduct amount. So what we basically did here is that we're going to deduct the amount from the message on sender. Yeah, let's deduct the amount from the message on sender. So when I put this in simpler term, you can actually do it like this. This actually states that minus equals amount means that amount will be deducted from the balance of message or sender. So let's do another one. So with balance of your two plus equals to amount. Yeah, yeah, we did this. A balance of message or sender minus amount. So we're going to be taking the amount from the balance of message or sender and transfer it into the balance of the two person you are sending to. You're going to be adding the amount to. Then what we're going to do next, someone gets, yeah, let's continue. Even though you didn't get it right, even though you guessed it right, we're on the same track. So what we'll do next is emit emit our, we're going to emit our events. Transfer, yeah, just going to be our message to sender to, going to be our two, then value going to be our amount. So basically what we did here is This transfer record this event to register what just happened. So it means you are going to see the message of sender, the person that called the address, you're going to see his address, you're going to see the address of the two, then we are going to see the amount in our log, which is going to be, I think it's going to be something here. This logs is going to be something here. You're going to see it. So what next? We are going to return. You can see we are still having our yellow error. That's because we have not used this our bool. We have not returned our bool. So what we are going to do is to return true. Yeah. So here you go our green check mark. I always love to see this green check mark. It gives me joy. So same. So let's see our transfer in action. So deploying. So you can see a function always gets this. What color is this? I think orange yellow. I don't know. Because I call it a function, it's only this. If you're calling a public and external function, it's only this. Then if you're calling a view only, you're going to get this. So let's transfer. For instance, we're transferring to this second address. So let's copy the address. So transferring to here. So let's say we're transferring 1000 tokens. After putting the 1000, we're going to add the 9 zeros, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So transfer. Yay! Our transfer was successful. Token of transfer was successful. So let's check it out. So you can see our events. You can see I was seeing our event here, the transfer event. So look at the arguments. This is the address. This is the message of sender, the address that called the function, the transfer function. This is the address we sent to, and this is the amount. You can see it here, the from, to, and the value.